Borderlands The Pre-Sequel. We're doing the volt symbols and challenges. We're out at the flats. There's the times on our symbols if you're just interested in them. Okay, when we first started off here, I'm going to go ahead and get our first volt symbol in. And the very last challenge of this area, unfortunately, you're not going to be able to get till after you finish the AI intelligence or whatever. But basically, when you get your third weapon slot and they tell you to go build a robot army, then you'll be able to get your last challenge in for this area. Okay, now with the challenges and symbols, it's just kind of a bonus. When I'm out and about at the areas, I'll throw in some quick clips on where some of the weapon crates are. It's definitely not needed, but it definitely helps to get as many crates in as you can. You never know what you can find. Right now we're level 18, and my buddy Demented Priest has been working that grinder. We got a whole bunch of orange weapons and purples and all kinds of stuff. But in this southern corner, there's a side quest by a lady out here, and up on the top of her building is a crate, so make sure you grab that. Okay, there are several crates all around this area, and some in these southern buildings that do not open up till later. But we're going to go ahead and get this crate in. Just when you come out here, there'll be a side quest out here for this lady. Just make sure you jump on top of her building. There will be some enemies out there to greet you. Okay, just to the left of where we were on the map is another building here. Here's a good look at the map where we're at here. Okay, right on the back side of this building is our first volt symbol. Always keep your vehicle close. Later on, there'll be some quests, and this building will be open, and I believe there's another chest inside. Okay, in the center of the area on the, let's say, the northern island, whatever you want to call it, the Darksiders Tower. It's where the fast travel pole is, and the catch a ride place, although it's not called that in this game. But anyway, behind there, if you just walk around that building, little ledge there, you can see there's a crate on the pipe here, and it's not too tough to just jump over there and get it. Again, my buddy Demented Priest has got a way to not glitch, but he's been working on getting money, so we don't really need the weapons out of the crates. But just where that pipe was, just north of that pipe, a little building right there is a good look on the map where it's at. Where that crate was, if you just head straight north, the little building has got like the air doors right there. On the back side of that building is the second volt symbol. Okay, on the northern part of the map, there's like this little rock formation that kind of ramps up, and I just drove up it, and off to the left side you can see that there's a crate off to the edge there. So by all means, jump down and grab that. If anything, you sell it off and get some ammo money. Okay, right over there is where the third volt symbol is, but we're going to be getting to that in a little bit. Okay, so in this map, the flats, there are 4 echo recordings. That is one of the challenges. And they're all by like these crash sites, little craters.
Mercenaries in the galaxy. But you had humble beginnings, did you not? A life no different from any other. What spurred you down your path of ultraviolence? What confluence of events, what changing winds of circumstance and privilege led you to sit right here in front of me, dictating your autobiography? As a kid, I was good at fights.
Okay, normally when I'm doing the echoes, I try to just cut in just a quick location, and then at the end of the video, put in exactly what they're talking about. But with this time around, I'm just going to let the echoes play as we go from echo to echo. Okay, our next echo is way up here.
Let's move into later years. Puberty, the teenage years. A difficult time for anyone, perhaps more difficult for you, yes? Coming from a violent childhood, a broken home, possessing little intelligence. Tell me, how did you get on with your peers? Take me inside your mind. When I was a teenager, I was good at fights.
Okay, so just circle around. Right there to the right is where the vehicle spawn is and the fast travel pole. Right down here in the center of this little valley gully, if you want to call it, is our next echo. All these echoes are pretty cool. Okay, over where the diamond is that side quest that I mentioned earlier in the video. That was on the very southern part of the map, where the first crate was. I told you there was a lady in there that she's got this quest going on. Now the thing is, if that quest is active and you get close into that thing, that's going to activate it. It's a girl that you need to chase down. So if you get close into there and it activates, then you need to chase her down, or the quest will fail. Or it'll complete on its own. I believe I was out and about and I kind of activated it and I didn't really want to do anything with it, and then all of a sudden the mission passed without me doing anything, and I was like, alright, that ain't gonna work. So I dashboarded out and went ahead and did it the way it needed to be done. Alright, so right up here over on the other side of the tracks is the last echo recording.
This has been an extraordinary waste of time. What's the point of you, Wilhelm? What do you even want out of life? I'm really good at killing people. I want to be a robot. That's pretty weird.
Okay, that takes care of that challenge. Pretty cool, the echoes, just that guy. I got in a lot of fights. I wanted to be a robot. It's pretty funny. Okay, one of the other challenges is to smash the shack from top of the Outsider's tower. Okay, you can't get up there until the quest kind of lets you get up to that point. Okay, so we got another crate here. Okay, so if you were heading north over to the bridge, or up the bridge there, it'd be right on the left side, on the back side of that container, whatever. But then if you keep working around, you notice you got this little pillar of an island out there between the lava. Anyway, there's another crate out there, and it's not too hard to miss if you're looking around. You see this little pedestal of an island sitting there, and there's a crate there. Okay, it wasn't too hard to jump over there, and then you can jump to the other side. Again, we're all low-level weapons, so if anything, it's a little bit of ammo money. Okay, in the Frozen Gully, it's actually a quest that comes up later. I just happen to have been running around, just looking. But the Nina chick, at some point, she's going to quest for you to come out here and drill some of the special ice for her. And there's no bunch of enemies to be dealing with at that time. But this is over on the right side of the map. And before coming down this way, there's a couple of buildings. There's also a chest or two up there to get. Right at the northern part of this little area, there's a couple of buildings up there, and I believe there's at least one chest up there. Okay, so our third volt symbol is on the back side of this train station. Like I mentioned, if you get close to this, the quest will drop. You can see the diamond's gone. We already dealt with that. So that's our third volt symbol.
I love this place.
It's going to wrap up that challenge.
Those Darksiders are still living it up, and you've done diddly squat to stop them.
Okay, so on the top side of the Darksiders tower, eventually you follow the quest, and the jump pad to get up to the top of here will activate. You got to shoot the little box next to it. But anyway, you cross that pad, and as you can see, right next to that antenna, whatever that is, right in front of us here is the shack. And I'm kind of using that antenna for a thing, and then slam down.
I haven't felt this good since Mom died.
And underneath that shack is a crate. Now this shack will respawn, but it's not here for my buddy to do, so you have to leave and come back, and when it respawns up, then your buddy can get his challenge in. So that takes care of that challenge. Again, there's a crate there, so make sure you get in there, loot that crate. There it is. If anything, you can get some ammo and sell off whatever in there.
Warning, no atmosphere detected.
Okay, so when they send you out to the Crisis Scar, this would actually be on the way back, but we decided to go ahead and get this done before we headed out there. The secret platform on the cliffside and the crate is right here. As you can see, we just used the jump pad, and instead of veering off to the left, you just kind of go over to the right a little bit. So there's the hidden treasure, although there might not be anything of worthwhile in there, but that's where that challenge is. Again, you can't get out there until the quest kind of get you to that point where they send you out to the crisis scar. I cannot say whether or not that jump pad is open at that time, but it's just not. And then the last challenge, the killing time, it took us a little bit to kind of figure this out. We just figured it was somehow mission related, and it was. It's just on the map, you know, in the guidebook it doesn't really call this a train station, and when you're reading the description it just says at the station. And if we went up here, we saw the 3 places where these enemies spawn out of right there. Alright, so prior to getting up here, we finished the AI quest, and then it sends you off to build a robot army. And this train takes you out to the facility.
I'll call the train.
But you come up here, you activate this, and then when you get up to the top of this platform, the enemies will pop out. And we're sporting some heavy-duty orange weapons here, so even though they're level 13 and 14, we have no trouble taking them down in the time frame. So there's the first one. One shot with that rocket launcher. Took him out. Now I had time to reload, but I just switched weapons here. There's the other one. I'm not really concentrating on looking at the other little flyers. I want to get these 3 done. You got to kill all 3 of them in a minute. And there's the third one.
Hurts so good, don't it?
Both me and my buddy Demented Priest are just hammering at them, and there's the killing time challenge. So this is just one of these maps that you're not going to get all the challenges done until you just continue on with the quests. And then that's it. The Volt Symbols, the Echoes, the Leap of Faith. AA Gamer for Life, Demented Priest. Hope you're liking these videos. Appreciate the thumbs up and subscribe. Both me and Demented Priest put a lot of time into hopefully making you gamers' lives easier. If you like the videos, you can always support us by checking out the ads.